All right, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. I was only going to spend like 5 or 10 minutes just going through these two chords for people um, with my squeaky chair. G, C, and D, three chords. And there's like, I'm not a teacher, but I played one on YouTube once. That's a G. It's a very handy chord. Just middle finger on the third fret of the E string. That's it. Index finger on the second string of the A string, and then ring finger on the third string of the high E string. And that's what I called in my tweet. I promised a Woody Guthrie G chord, but I don't even know really what he did. And then the C is just third fret, second string with the ring finger. Middle finger is on the second fret of the D string, and open G, first fret on the B string, and then open. So these are useful chords. And then the D chord is starting with the open D, second fret of the G string with the index finger, third fret of the B string with the ring finger, and second fret of the high E with the D. So they're just like G, C, D, G. And you can make up songs or play a lot of songs that are famous. Oh, there's my professional setup over there with the. I should move that. It looks really, really tacky. Like, you don't really want any behind the scenes stuff. Like a magician never shows his tricks and I just had to get that painting out of there. So that's it. I mean, I could be done. You could be done. It's one person here, it looks like. But I want to get into what I call the Van Halen chords, which I don't even know if they are Van Halen chords, but from the guitar tabs of like magazines like Guitar World of the 80s, there's all these heavy bands. And I saw this one chord. It might even be a Jimmy Page chord. I should get a pick too, by the way, just to make this easier for these purposes. And the Van Halen chord, as I call it, which is maybe a Jimmy Page chord, because Jimmy Page knew a lot of chords, and so you could sit there and go, oh, listen to all that stuff he does with the G. I'll just kind of go off the program here, but like the Rain song or whatever, where he goes. So that's like a lot of G there. It's not even the right way to play it. I found out years later. But anyway, the Van Halen G. I got to get to it eventually here. Now that's just like the other one, except you want to get the D string too. I mean the B string, the third fret. So you got this double thing going there. Instead of that, you got this. So instead of this simple Woody Guthrie chord, which he may or may not have played this way, you got, see? It's just like this, it's very subtle, but this extra voicing. And beyond that, there's a real functional reason to learn it too. Because you can go to the Van Halen C chord so easily by keeping these fingers, which are pinky on the high string, ring finger on the B string on the third. You can keep them planted there, and for both chords. So it's like perfect if you're just learning chords and you have trouble switching between them. This is just sort of an in-between kind of method here that I've copyrighted, and I get checks every year about this. Wheat checks. So you go from a G chord here, and then you just move your middle finger and ring finger to the next set of two strings to here. So, right? Does that make sense? So you got and that just has a sort of fuller sound, and maybe it's like an 80s sound, like every rose has its thorn. When the metal guys are getting all like sensitive and stuff, and playing these ballads and making tons of cash and meeting tons of women and men too, and they kind of like ruined it. I mean, they kind of improved music for a while, I guess. So anyway, I does that make sense? So, but there's no real trick to get to the D. You still have to do it the old-fashioned way, but it still helps. It's some. I'm trying to help here. And then real quick, there's a couple other things you can do with the C chord. I just want to show you. You got your Woody Guthrie chord here, or Mel Bay chord, I suppose I'll call it. But if you can add like a bass note, so it's much fuller. So you got, instead of just, I'm sure you can't even hear the difference. Only really big dogs can hear that. The little dogs can't hear it, but the big dogs can. But there's this other trick you can do. It's where you slide the C up to a D, kind of like, you can do that with either the Woody Guthrie chord or the one the dogs can hear. That's a D. That's kind of handy. So you could kind of do it all the way with the Van Halen chords. I'm just winging it here, like Winger might do. See, it's not really quite the same, but then you just mess around with these chords, and then you find things like maybe see what Neil Young did on Sugar Mountain, where he starts out like with that B chord that's really a C slid up. So it's like, and now real quick, I'm going to tune because I thought I did. But when we're getting into this technical stuff, I got to make sure I'm not leading you astray without a tune strings. Okay, that's it. The B was way out, way out. I haven't sworn yet, have I? Okay. Because I thought I would the whole time. And I don't think I'm gonna at this point, so I can make that checkbox that says that this is appropriate for all ages. So, okay, that's enough. How long have I been doing? This is 9 minutes. I was going to do 10 minutes, so I'm just going to make it easy on you and just show you a song with G, C, and D. And I've never played this song, I don't think, but I've obviously heard it my whole life. So, love is a burning thing, and it makes fiery ring, bound by a wild desire. I fell in the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. This ring of fire, this ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and it burns higher, and it burns, burns, burns. Ring of fire, this ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet, where hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a burning child, fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. This ring of fire, this ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell in a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. This ring of fire, this ring of fire. So I'm gonna work on that one too and learn it, and then I'm hoping to get invited to a campfire so I can like, get the guitar out and like, hey, I know a song, you know, a real one, like one that you might have heard before. It'll be perfect because you're sitting around a fire and there's a ring of fire, and if anybody's there doing edibles or something, it's just gonna blow their mind, you know. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, all two of you, and I guess this will be in the archives for eternity, you know, so thousands of years from now when the damn dirty apes are like digging around on people's hard drives or whatever, looking up old YouTube videos, they'll go, look, the humans were almost intelligent at one time, you know. What shall we do? Okay, well, that's enough weird commentary for now. Let me see if I can end this stream and say good night. Thank you. Maybe see you next Wednesday, and maybe add an A chord or an E minor. Or I'll take requests. You know, I know a bunch of them. I know jazz chords too. Let me just show you quick here. Like that kind of stuff. I don't know how to use them yet though. All right. Good night. Thank you.